So we need to get you working on your chords, and let's start with our G chord, which is quite hard, but the more that you practice something, the more you're stretching your fingers, and the more you're kind of just getting better at pressing down as well. So let's go with that, kids. So here we go. So we're doing a G chord. I'll show you it. Here we go. It's going to be this chord here. Sometimes you can play it with your pinky on the bottom as well, but we'll just start off with these 3 fingers. So can you notice something straight away? What do you think it is? I'll give you a clue. You have 1 finger at the top of the guitar on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, and 1 finger on the bottom. Now it's going to be your 2nd finger at the top. So if you put your 2nd finger there, if you want to start with your 1st, you can. Start with that first. So your 1st finger goes here on the 2nd fret, not on the top string, but the next one down. We want to make sure that your finger's right next to the metal strip. So this is fret 1, so the fret of fret 1 is this bit here, fret 2, so we need to put our finger right there. Make sure you've got a hooky finger, and you're pressing in. Let's get a sound on that. If it sounds like this, you're not being brave enough. You've got to be brave. Stick that finger down. Remember, your thumb, where your thumb is really important. So my thumb is kind of in the middle. It's not high because we've got to keep this tunnel open. This tunnel needs to be open. Okay. Now we put our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret top string, like that, right at the end. So you got that one. Yeah? Get that? Then the thing which has got my wedding ring on is going to be on the bottom of the 3rd fret. There. This is the hardest one for kids, I think, because they're not used to stretching their hands loads. So what you want to do is take your hand off, give it a stretch, make sure your fingers are all stretched out, and then put them on those frets. So 1st finger, 2nd fret, A string. Every adult dog growls, barks, eats A. And that's your 1st finger. 2nd finger here on the 3rd, and then your 3rd finger on the bottom of the 3rd. Press down lots. Make sure your thumb is in the middle. We all live in a 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are doing a bar of music on that G, which is 4 strums. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's your 1st chord you can try. Remember to pause the video and try that out. So that's your G. Then your D is this. Let's try that out. So, if you're on your G, it's always good to show you how to change from the G to the D. This finger here is going to move up 1 string. So it's going to move up to there. So you could, if you wanted, when you take your fingers off, put that one there, because it's around that area, isn't it? So get that one to there. Then this 2nd finger go right at the bottom. And that one goes there. So you're there. And a 3rd finger goes there, moves up 1 string. 2nd finger at the bottom of the 2nd fret. And then what's left is your 1st finger, and that goes on this G string on the 2nd. So, can you see you've got 2 fingers on your 2nd fret and 1 on your 3rd. When you play that, you don't want to play the first 2 strings. You just want to go from here. Now, you might find that this one rings through, this one rings through, but the bottom one doesn't. That's because you've probably got to make sure that your finger's in the right place. Sometimes the finger can end up being on the fret. So you want to make sure that all your fingers are pressing down nicely, your thumb's nice, you've got all that room. Can you see the middle of your palm when you're looking at your hand? If you can't, it's too squashed up at the back. Move the thumb down. Open up the tunnel. Get those fingers standing up like ballerinas' feet on their tiptoes. And play from the actual D string. Yeah? So that's your D. So what you're doing is you're doing 4 bars of music. What that means is you're doing 4 groups of 4 strums. So the first 4 is on the G. 1, 2, 3, change. Now, you're going to do 2 groups of 4 on here, which is 8, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might think, why don't you just count to 8, Mr. B? Well, I like to keep it in bunches of 4s, because that gets you to understand like blocks of music or the bars you play. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you do another one on the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've done G 4, D 4, D 4, G 4. Then you've got the song. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. And you play that round twice. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. So, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that with you guys, just a little video. It's not a massive one, it's only 6 minutes long, but that'll be nice, short and sweet to get used to that. And then we'll do the verse next time. Hopefully I'll bring a video out for that in the next few days. So good luck with everything and see you soon.